So, nicely done, nicely done. So we have a reading, and I've invited a couple of folks to come forward, or I've got microphones for you. Who's doing my readings? Jesse and Allison. Does one of you want to come forward to the microphone and the other take a handheld? Either way. You want to come forward? And Jesse, come on forward too. So today we're going to share a story about Norbert Chopek's flower ceremony by Teresa and David Schwartz. As you can see on the slide, on June 24th, 1923, the first flower communion was celebrated at the Prague Congregation of Liberal Religious Fellowship.
Norbert Chopek's mother was a devout Catholic, his father agnostic. He became an acolyte at age 10 in 1890 at St. Martin's Catholic Church. In the years that followed, he became disillusioned. His priest was a cynic. At 18, apprenticed to his uncle, a successful tailor in Vienna, Norbert discovered the Baptists and became a minister. Amen. He founded, that's my editorial comment. He founded almost a dozen churches from Ukraine to Budapest, yet slowly his faith became more and more liberal. He left Bohemia under government threat because of that liberal religion thing, and accepted a call to serve a Baptist church in New York City until one day in 1919. And that day he wrote in his diary, "I cannot be a Baptist anymore, even in compromise. The fire of new desires, new worlds is burning inside of me." Norbert and his wife Maya Chopek joined a Unitarian church in New Jersey in 1921 because their kids liked the religious education program. Let's hear it for religious education programs. That's the power of our Sunday school teachers, of whom there are several here, and that's the power of the kids as well.
World War I ended. His home country now independent, he and Maya returned home to Czechoslovakia. His Unitarian church was the Prague Liberal Religious Fellowship. In just 20 years, his church had 3,200 members. The traditional Christian communion service of bread and wine wouldn't meet the needs of his congregation because his church, like ours, had people who believed different things. Chopek turned to the beauty of the countryside, to the beauty of flowers. In 1923, he developed the flower ceremony. He asked his congregants to bring a flower to church from their gardens, the field, or the roadside. He invited each person to place their flower in a vase. There was the church community, no less unique for being united. Following the service, each person could take a flower from the vase, a different one than they had brought.
Chopek was a visionary minister with a church ahead of its time, a bold church, a church thinking beyond its doors, beyond what it thought possible. It was a church that was willing to take risks, to make tough decisions, to bear disappointment, and to build a new way, first by building a church, and that church could build up the world. For this, the Gestapo arrested him in 1942. The Nazis accused Chopek of listening to foreign broadcasts and sent him to Dachau, the concentration camp.
Even in starvation and torture, he held a flower ceremony with his fellow prisoners, finding whatever flowers they could among the weeds of the camp. They testified to a beauty larger than themselves and a love that would outlive them. The Nazis killed Norbert Chopek, but his spirit, courage, and commitment live on today. Those qualities have passed now to us to make them real. His wife, Maya, brought the flower ceremony to the Unitarian Church in Cambridge, Massachusetts in 1940.
What we are about to do is not a historical reenactment of something over and done, but an affirmation of our continuity with the generations of struggle for an ever-widening liberty. This flower ceremony, lovely as it is not a diversion from ugly reality, but a gentle fierceness which proclaims that in the midst of sinister days, there is always the light of beauty.
We are here not to recall something that happened, but to remember something that is happening, to remember, to put it back together again. And in that remembering, may we put ourselves back together again, each as a part of the body of this community, out of many, one. Today we celebrate this ritual of solemnity and joy.
Thank you. I'm going to do another click. So today is a celebration of another holiday. It's Rhododendron Festival Day. So talk about flowers, right? How many rhododendrons do you see up here? We've got the pink, we've got the purple, we've got the red, we've got the fuchsia, we've got all the different colors of the rhodies. So as we celebrate this special flower communion in honor of Norbert and Maya, let us also celebrate the beauty we have in our own backyards, along the highways and the byways, that of the famous rhododendron. Now, we will have a blessing of the flowers that you see in front of you, and then we'll invite you to come forward to select a flower that speaks to you, and you can take it with you on that special day. But first, let's invite the kids back. Kids are now back. Kids are not here. So I'm going to show you a video in a few minutes because I want to end with the video, and then we're going to do the flower ceremony. But first, I want to offer these brief words about our offering today. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So we got the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship on the upper left, and we have the Van Fans on the right. That's our community partner for this month, and I know many of you know about the Van Fans, but those who are new in town, do you want to speak to the Van Fans? Would you? Please. And be careful of that cord, please.
Yes, ma'am. I've been involved with the Van Fans now for a couple of years, and I drive for them once a month, and it is an honor and a privilege to do that. We ferry cancer patients between Florence and Eugene to get their radiation treatments. If somebody needs a one-way ride, like to get their chemotherapy, we will take them or we will bring them home. But remember, chemotherapy lasts, 2 to 5 hours or 6 hours at a time, so that's not a prodigious use of our time. But it is a 100% volunteer organization. There is nobody who works for this organization gets paid anything. All the coordination, all the buses that get bought. We have a new bus coming this summer, we hope. It's smaller than the ones that you see pictured there because it's hopefully going to be more fuel efficient. But we pay for all the gas. We pay for all the upkeep on the bus. There are lots of expenses that go into this. And I am a proud rider of that bus for 28 days. So encourage with your hearts.
Sally, could I say something about that very briefly?
Yes.
3 years ago, this summer, my partner David had cancer, and he was able to ride the van. And it wasn't just the transportation. The drivers cared about it, and they talked with him, and the other people on the van. And we were so grateful for that. So it is a personal, truly wonderful thing to donate and support.
Right. I understand there's lots of communities that have been built during those 28 days, on or off. You've got people coming and going, but it's a bond that you share. So a wonderful community. So we ask that you consider that as the offertory basket comes around. We also ask that you consider a donation to this fellowship. You know, this funds that you provide us help us bring forth these kinds of services, helps with our other personnel expenses, et cetera. So your donations and pledge payments are so gratefully appreciated. And as we go forward, I ask that you repeat after me, as listed on the screen. Divine love as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Repeat together, we are grateful for our prosperity. Christine's going to play a lovely song called China Rose, music by Enya and Nikki Ryan. And if I can have a couple of volunteers. The children, where are the children? They usually help collect. There's one of them, and I'll help too. So thank you. Thank you for your spiritual practice of giving, and your offerings are received in grateful appreciation, truly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now we're going to extinguish our chalice flame. Oh, that's not yet. Back up, back up. I'm getting there. You, the flowers, remind us of the wonderful simplicity of the natural order, and that we, too, are a part of it. You remind us of the beauty and harmony of diversity. You remind us that one can feel and perceive and live unity in diversity and diversity in unity. Let the spirit of creative life unite us as it reigns among us. We extinguish this flame. Karen, would you mind giving that a quick little poof? We extinguish our chalice flame. Let us remember we do not extinguish the light of truth, the warmth of community, nor the fire of commitment, because we carry these in our hearts until we are together again. We're going to do some announcements, then we're going to watch a little video, and then we're going to do the flower ceremony. So we have some announcements already listed up there. So you can see what's forthcoming, right? We've got Jesse will be here tomorrow from 10 to 4. We've got Relax into Bliss on the 25th from 3 to 4:30. Sunday service. We've got coming up Starlight Cabaret with Alice DeMichelle. Going to be a fabulous cabaret on June 1st, okay? Free lunch program prepared by Foofers. I think Karen's always looking for folks who can come at 9:30 and help set up and clean up and prepare, cook, okay? She needs help. Please see her. The World Recreating is a workshop that Ruth Miller is going to be putting on that Saturday. And then the Sunday service with Ruth Miller the next day. Then we have our potluck and our annual meeting also on the 9th. Food board meeting, anybody can come on the 10th. And any other announcements that's not up there or needs further elaboration, please come forward.
Just a reminder that nominations are open for our community partners. We select 6 community partners to share our basket with through the year. We currently have 7 nominations, and those are on the back bulletin board near the door, so you can see who's already been nominated. More nominations for one entity doesn't change anything, but if you want to do nominations, I ask that you send us an email. You can reply to the the email that you get. Nominations will close on the end of business on Thursday, and that's so we can have lists available for folks. Also be aware, if you are a member and need a ballot and you won't be able to attend on the 9th, you need to let us know that again in writing, and we'll be sure we get ballots to you. If you are a friend, we would love for you to come. Members will be voting on officers, on the budget, and on our position on the changes to Article 2, but the entire congregation will vote on our community partners. So I invite everybody to come on the 9th.
Next Sunday, as you know, is Memorial Day, the day before Memorial Day. It's Memorial Day weekend. And we're going to have a Memorial Day service. I would like to invite everybody, if there's somebody who is particularly in your heart that has passed over in the past year, the past 5 years, the past 80 years, however many years it is, it doesn't really matter. If there's one person, it could be a public figure, it could be a friend, it could be a member of your family, and you care to bring a photograph small enough so that everybody can share some room on the table, I invite you to do that. You'll come forward and just put them on the table before the service. Thank you. Yeah? Newcomers? Oh, yes. Also, there is our next newcomer orientation and member refresher will be on June 1st, Saturday, June 1st from 10 to 1. We're having it on a Saturday because we would like to have this actually be a 3-hour session. So if you're a newcomer and you'd like to learn more about who is new along with you these days, what Unitarian Universalism is all about, and who is FOOF and how did it get here, all of these things will be talked about in community on June 1st. That's Saturday, June 1st, 10 to 1. Thanks.
I'm going to invite Chaplain Jesse Ford and Reverend Catherine Hemmons to come forward and bless the flowers that you have provided us today. And then we will have the opportunity to come and select one that calls to you. After that, we're going to go big circle around all the chairs with flower in hand, and we will sing our peace song. So we won't be holding hands because you're going to be holding a flower. So if you will, please bless these flowers.
We've talked a lot about the metaphor of the diversity of flowers representing the diversity of people. Some of us are bold and showy. Some of us are very humble, like this grass flower, which is actually incredibly beautiful. However the flower presents itself, the plant continues to do its unique work, the work that only green plants can do on this whole earth, which is to make food out of air and light. So, in the spirit of reciprocity, I want to bless you, flowers. Many of us, perhaps most of us, have plucked you from your homes without asking whether you wanted to join us here today, which is the proper way when you are plucking things from their homes. So may you today find the blessing of people who will take you into your hearts and cherish you as long as you may bloom. We thank you for your work in this world. May you be blessed.
I acknowledge the life force that is in each and every one of us and in every incredible creation and the spaces in between. There is nowhere that this life force, that God, if you want to call it, or spirit, is not. And so I bless this with this acknowledgement, each and every, look at the variety here. Each and every petal, it is us. There is no separation, and we are them. I release this blessing, this treatment, so it goes out into the holy universe, and so it is. So if you will, we have half of the room and half of the room come forward in some semblance of order or not. Respectfully select a flower. We'll help you if you need it so the vases don't fall over. And if you want to, then go stand behind the chairs and we'll start to form a circle and then we'll sing our peace song. So come forward as you will. And enjoy the music from Christine. That harp is beautiful. Got it? Oh, no, you got a good one there. What's calling to you, Lee? You're gonna have to make a selection eventually. Oh, I see Dennis is looking at another tall one. Trey, are you taking that for your mom? She's gonna come get her own in a minute. And you can give that to her, that's lovely. But she will be coming to join us, okay? And if there are extras and you wish to take one home to a loved one, please do.
I don't have a sense of smell. Does this have any sense?
Nice try. And I invite Christine, after she's played her beautiful heart, to come forward, select a flower. Trey brought you that flower. Is that lovely? So does everybody have a flower? Oh, not me. Ray, did you get one? Ray? So with your flower, I ask that we sing the peace song nice and respectfully so we can bring peace to earth and let it begin with me. So please join in. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.